Hello guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make arroz con pollo. So let's start. First, I look way too happy to be doing this, but you're gonna put a pot of water to boil. On the side, you're gonna wanna take 3 tomatoes and cut them into 4s. Take 1 onion, cut that into 4s. Take 2 celery stalk and cut that into even pieces. It doesn't really matter. And then get 3 cloves of garlic. 1 of the 4 pieces of the onion that you cut, you're gonna cut that in half and put it in the water. Then you're gonna add a bay leaf and your chicken. Also, don't forget to always wash your hands after touching chicken. Now you're gonna put everything you cut up earlier into a blender and add a spoonful of chicken flavor bouillon. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I think that's how. Later on, we kept adding more of this to bring out the chicken flavor, but it's up to your personal taste how much you would like to add. Now you should taste it and see if it's to your liking. Next, we're gonna move back to the stove and you have your water boiling on the side, but now you're gonna get a pan and drizzle some olive oil over it. Make sure it's nice and coated towards the bottom because this is where you're gonna put your rice and we don't want it to stick to the pan. This is where we're going to add the rice, and here is where I struggle to get the rice out of the bag. So my cousins were helping me make this, and they said to put around 3 cups of it, I believe. It might have been 2 cups, but I could not get the cup filled all the way to the top, so I did about 3 just scoopings of it. So this serving that I made was enough to feed 4 people for dinner and 2 kids, and then I ended up bringing 3 servings of leftovers home. So this feeds a lot. It's a good meal to make to have for like the rest of the week when you just want to pop it in the microwave. So yeah. Check every so often that the rice is not burning. We're waiting to see that it's getting a little brown, but not to the point that it's burnt. Once you see that it's browning, you're gonna want to move it around so that not one specific spot is burning too much, and then you're gonna create a flat layer again. You're gonna keep repeating this process of checking it, moving it around so not one specific spot is getting burnt, and then creating a flat layer again. Now you're gonna lower the heat on the rice and start to take your chicken out from the water. Now you're again gonna return to the rice and do as I said earlier by moving it around, making sure that not a specific part is gonna get burnt, and then creating a flat layer again. Now we're going to add the mixture that we made earlier to the rice. My cousin had told me to pour about halfway of the mixture into it, but I actually thought that after it could have used a lot more of the tomatoey taste, so you should just be mindful of that and add to what is your liking. Now you're gonna mix it, and you're going to repeatedly see me add this chicken water to the rice because we want to make sure that the rice is able to soak up all of the flavor. in the previous step we had lowered the heat when taking the chicken out to make sure the rice wouldn't burn, but before pouring the mixture in, the heat should be higher. Now we're gonna add some pepper. Now you're gonna cut up your chicken. So my cousin told me to cut it into big chunks, but they were too big of chunks. So then after I cut them into the most ginormous chunks ever, we went back and cut them into even smaller pieces, but when eating it, they were still too big. So I wouldn't recommend cutting them into big chunks. Now you're gonna add all your chicken pieces into the rice. Make sure that they're all underneath the liquid. Now you're gonna put the lid on and lower the heat. Now every so often check the rice to see if it's to your liking. Some people like their rice super soupy and some people don't like that at all. So just keep checking on it, and when it's finally at the consistency that you like, you can eat it. So this is what it finally turned out to, and I thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed.